threes, and you picked Mother as your reading today. And I'll just remind you how it's set up. So we have what you came here, the situation, keywords of what you came here to learn, and then what you should be focusing on. Okay. So you picked Mother, and this card indicates that your mother in this life was also with you in other lifetimes. This is actually a very common occurrence. The mother-child relationship is a significant emotional and physical bond. If you enjoy a healthy and loving relationship with your mother in this lifetime, you are probably drawn together again because of your fondness for one another. However, if your relationship has been challenging, this indicates a need for balance, to balance the karma through your forgiveness. Your feelings about your mother directly related to your ability to manifest abundance, as mother energy is all about receiving. If you have blocks with your mother, you have most likely developed control issues that prevent you from receiving help from others or from the universe. This card also asks you to do more personal work concerning your mother. At this time, you may wish to add past life regression as an adjunct to other therapeutic methods if you are going through some form of counseling or therapy and have issues to do with your mother. So let's have a look at the situational energy surrounding the past life mother energy for this reading. The first card we have is the Five of Swords. Fives are the most complex in the deck, and they represent versatility, communication, and opening up. And we have the Five of Swords. Now, swords are all about our thoughts, our mental energy, and speaking our truth. This card represents conflict, unfair advantage, also experiencing the loss of your mother, the need to build your skills and your confidence, hollow victories. So this is about experiencing loss. So the reason you were drawn to this reading today may be because you have recently lost your mother. If that is so, my condolences. I'm sorry for your loss. But this also could be issues surrounding losing your mum at a young age, or adoption, wondering why you had to experience this loss of the relationship with your mother in this life. But the reason for these issues that you're experiencing in this life with your mother are because the lessons are supposed to move you ahead always. So you may have experienced a loss in this life to do with the relationship with your mother, where it has left you feeling a little bit sore. But sometimes life just isn't fair, and these inequities can drain our energy for much longer than they need to. Often it's the fear of failure that does the most draining. Maybe it's a fear of failing your mother that has been draining you. Maybe it's a fear of loss, or going through some form of loss. I feel like this is going to be a difficult reading to do, just based on the fact that this is a complex issue, and I feel like there's a lot of complexities in this energy that is coming forward today. Let's have a look at the second situational card, the Hermit. So isolation, being alone, soul searching, having to go deep within yourself for the answers, maybe having a period of separation from your mother where you've not been getting along, which would then actually lean into this card here of a feeling of loss. You've been doing a lot of soul searching. You've been going deep within to try and resolve these answers to do with the trauma that you have had in this relationship with your mother, or the loss of your mother. I feel like I just heard something has been brought up to the surface. Something has been brought up. And we have the Seven of Swords. Again, another sword. The Seven of Swords is about deception or betrayal. Getting away with something. But is this to do with your situation with your mother, or is this to do with you? Take this how it resonates, okay? Take from this reading what does resonate with you, because I do feel like I've got multiple energies watching this reading. Like, it's going to be different for you as you're watching this. And I like, when I was actually doing the cards for today, I did feel like this reading was going to be quite difficult for me to actually do because of the sensitivity surrounding the relationship with mother, with the mother energy, with the divine feminine energy, and childhood trauma and loss, and feelings of betrayal, feelings of not being met, feelings of being in isolation. And I feel like whoever is watching this reading is going to understand what I'm talking about. I feel like for some of you, there was a toxic male energy that was on the scene in this relationship that drew your mother away from you. Just because we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is about romance, but he comes in shadow. And I don't know, I just keep feeling like there was either a separation in the family. So for some of you, I feel like the family split up and your mum left and she went off with another man, and it left you with trauma and feelings of betrayal, and you felt isolated and abandoned as a child. And I feel here like, you know, you've got this need to protect your heart. You're not open to love because of these traumas, because of the things that have happened with your mother. And, you know, you have had negative emotions blocking your progress. You have been living in disappointment, and you've had a difficult relationship with your mother. It has not been straightforward. Yeah, a broken family. You haven't resolved the issues yet to do with these circumstances, and it's quite complex because I feel like for some of you, your mother is still very much here, very much present, very much in your life. But I feel like there is negative energy around the circumstances, and it has left you with a negative energy around wealth. Like, you have not been able to, because of the relationship with your mother, because this is like about negative wealth relationship. This is about not having abundance. This is about having a life of poverty, of lack, and that being maintained even into your adulthood. It's about financial loss. Yeah, you have deeply anchored fears because of it, and it's given you an inability to think clearly. I feel like there's been some trauma around self-confidence, and, you know, not because you have lacked that loving, nurturing, divine feminine energy, it has left you feeling deeply a sense of loss, a sense of instability. You have a lot of negative self-talk, and it has affected your self-esteem. But this is an opportunity to start your healing journey today. This is an opportunity for healing. This is an opportunity today to see how your relationship with your mother negatively affected your life. Please take from these messages what resonates. As I said, I feel like I've got different relationships coming in here and different messages, but the overall message is one, I think, for healing, for growth. But it's either the loss of your mother or the you know, at the end of a life that's brought up these issues, or it's the loss of your mother when you were a young child. But there's something to do with the mother energy today in this reading that you're here for healing with. And now let's have a look at the what you've come here to learn in this life and why you've got these challenges with your mother. And these are the cards that Spirit's given. This lifetime is a gateway to healing. I've had that in another message, actually. In these past life readings, we had gateway in another reading as well, because it is a gateway. It's a gateway to growth, to learning the lessons you came here to learn by going within and doing this self-examination, by actually doing this healing work. This is your gateway to healing today, to face the troubles and the traumas that you have had as a child, and to move beyond the past, to start that process of processing and healing and letting go of the betrayal, of the loss, of the lack of abundance, you know, the poverty mindset, the lack of self-esteem and worth, and actually starting to heal and to give yourself the love that you need, because it is about the purity you had as a child. This is about your inner child. You were innocent, you were young, you are beautiful as a soul, and so therefore it is about giving back to your inner child. It's about working with your inner child and doing some healing work. And as I say, it might be worth you going and doing some past life therapy by going and seeing a past life regression therapist who can help walk you through these issues and allow you to let go of the past lives in this life by taking action for yourself. This life is about you taking action. It's about you moving beyond the trauma, beyond the barriers that you have had erected around you, whether that has been your ego trying to keep you safe, or you building walls because that's the only way you could cope. This is about you coming to a place of safety and grounding within yourself by taking action towards your own healing on this pathway. It's about going forward. So there's a very definite message about you moving forward on your journey beyond these stagnant and old energies that have been causing you so much pain and discomfort and keeping you in cycles of the same belief systems, the same trauma patterns, the same life experience that you can't seem to shift. And the reason that happens is because we have to shift within ourselves beyond that which has been stopping us. And this is why it's going back to your childhood, back to where it all started, and working through that and letting it go and healing your inner child and doing that work to stop the pattern, to stop the need to keep coming back to repeat it with your mum in the same way, right? Because this is about you realizing that you are abundant, that you have abundance. And so by healing this mother wound, you will receive abundance. You will start to have an abundant life again. And abundance comes in many forms. It comes in the forms of joy, happiness, prosperity, health. Abundance is a free-flowing source from source for all souls. But we have to have our belief in ourselves. And if we lack worth in ourselves, how can we receive worth? How can we receive abundance? How can we receive love if we do not believe ourselves worthy of love? If we are lacking in self-love? If we have views of love that are distorted? This is about removing distortion. This is about renewing your lens through which you see the world by opening up to seeing the beauty and the truth of who you are as a soul without the distortions of the mother wound, so that you're thriving. So you came here to go forward in abundance and thrive, to take action, to restore the purity. It's a gateway to your renewal. This life is to teach you about yourself and the gateway to your own renewal, my darlings. Now I'm going to tell you about what you should be focusing on in life right now. These are the cards from Spirit, the advice Spirit has to leave you with in this reading, to do with the messages that have been in it. And I feel like this has been a difficult, muddled reading because there has been so much going on. So please take what you can from this, and whatever you need from it, take and go with. I'm not here to tell you what to do, how to be, where your life should go. I am not a seer of the future. All I am is a reader of energies and a giver of messages. And so wherever energy comes forth, I translate, take which messages translate to you, is all I'm saying. All right, my darling. So happiness is simple. Do you know, I was just saying about joy, wasn't I? About happiness, about abundance, and an abundance of all these things. And Spirit's saying happiness is simple. Find joy in life's small wonders, for they hold the key to fulfilling contented heart. Harmony. Embrace equality and pursue justice. Keep an open mind as answers unveil your path to balance. So, take that message how it resonates. I feel like it will for some of you, to do in relationship with, the mother wound and about justice and an open mind towards the answers that you seek. Also, winds of fortune. Allow the winds of fortune to guide your sails, maneuvering through life's opportunities and challenges with adaptability. Can't even speak. So that is about opening up to the gateway and the pathway and moving forward, taking action, allowing the pathway to open up as you step forward onto that path. Embrace your potential. Explore abundance of opportunities with an open mind. Answers reveal limitless horizons for your journey. So this is about abundance, your potential to receive abundance, to produce abundance, to feel abundant, to be abundant. You have the hidden keys. Put things together piece by piece to reveal the bigger picture, which is what you're being asked to do on your healing journey here. And finally, manifest the new abundance. Manifest this path for yourself and your healing journey when it comes to your mother wound. Embrace the change and envision your desires, allowing the universe to align with your intentions. There you go, my darlings. Just take whatever resonates from this reading today. As I said, it was a bit of a complex one, and there were a lot of energies, and it is a delicate reading. It is to do with mothers, our mum, and only take what resonates from this reading. If it's not resonating at all, please do not try and make it fit. It may be that one of the other readings would suit you better. We don't always click on the right reading at the right time. I myself have had off days with my intuition where I did not select the correct reading for myself. And be kind to yourself. All right, my darlings, my love to you. I hope there is something in this reading today that does help and inspire you. I will be back again next week with another reading. Until then, bye, my loves.